Welcome to this Mastery Empowerment course from New Earth One Network. This is designed exclusively for your higher self connection and embodiment. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a very special course introduction with our NEO faculty member, Merissa Indigo. She is here to teach us Lightbody Prana Yoga. Merissa, welcome back. How are you?
Hi, Loren. It's so great to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing great. Thank you.
This is the second series of Lightbody Prana Yoga that you have coined from all of your experience.
Well, I'm so excited. So everyone, this practice evolves with us in lifetime as we're going through the journey together. And when I was contemplating what to offer for series 2, it came right away. It just hit me, restorative yoga, because the energies are consistently increasing in frequency and intensity right now as we continue to go through the end of this incredible year. And if we just look at the patterns, and the last 2 years have been pretty intense for all of us as a collective, a lot of awakening and shifting and just so much going on, so much asked of us to show up every day, that when I tuned in as to what would be the best and most nourishing, yummy practice for everyone, it was restorative yoga, because this is a beautiful passive healing practice for full body regeneration.
What a perfect item for our times, as there's a lot that could disturb our field in the collective. And so this really allows the nervous system to calm down and for us to connect to our light body in this way. And there's nothing to do here with these energies. Can you talk more about that? Because we are just to be present and aware.
Absolutely. So, what I've received in meditation, because as we've all felt this intensification of the energies and just these initiations that are consistently presenting to us in our daily experience of a lot of things that are stretching us and forcing the awakening in a way that is, the best word is just intense for everybody. Whether we're coming into our power in new ways or making whole lifestyle changes. I mean, there's so much going on here. And the gist of it is we need to build the internal reserve through the nervous system and the light body system, which are one and the same, in order to have the endurance, really, and the inspiration to rise, consistently rise, and to be present and to be able to integrate, to witness all of this, process whatever is coming up for us and in our response. And, maybe we have trauma responses and reactivity coming up. That's all part of this massive healing that's happening for everybody. These are very deep times. And so what I was receiving is how beautiful for us to consistently build our nervous system through practices of self-care that are gentle and nourishing and just lovely. And this is coming from my own experience, you guys. I mean, I'm in this ride with all of you. It's been very intense. And sometimes it's like, okay, I don't know how I can continue to go on. And in my meditation and prayer, my own personal ministry, I've been shown, keep building your light. And here are some lovely ways to do so. And that's where the restorative yoga comes in. I just wanted to share that. So this is a very peaceful and relaxing passive practice to completely reset the nervous system. And we're going to go a little more in depth on the nervous system in a moment here with some amazing work that's leading into the practice of the restorative yoga. But what I want to emphasize is that our nervous system, a lot of us are still operating from the limbic brain, which is that fight or flight response. And so we're consistently being flooded with stress hormones, which are keeping us in that state, which can be kind of a reactive state. A lot of us are doing so much root chakra clearing kind of work right now consistently, and the thing that we have to understand with the light body and our nervous system being a beautiful system for us in our awakening is that it has to basically be like unplugged and then rebooted. And that's what restorative yoga does. And we're going to talk about the relaxation response. So the power of this practice is not only is it, I mean, anyone can do it. You don't have to have any yoga experience. And essentially what we're doing is we're working with gravity and draping the body in these beautiful ways over different props and working with gravity over time. So each pose, we are draping the body over these beautiful yoga props and staying and holding these poses for several minutes on each side, and therefore working with gravity to have this beautiful kind of soft sinking open of very deep parts of the body. We're breathing, we're circulating prana with this. While we're in these poses together, I'm going to also be guiding you through the different parts of the body, and we're going to be working with energies and maybe thoughts and emotions that perhaps are stored in different parts of the body, and just a complete neural rewrite. This process will also have DNA rewrites because they're all linked together. One piece of the puzzle impacts the whole hologram of our beingness. So this process here that we're going to be sharing together is a beautiful 6-week journey of self-care as the energies continue, the frequencies continue to increase here. Another thing that I really wanted to share with this is that we are going to be working with the energies in live time. So every week we're going to be doing restorative yoga together, and we're going to be tying in whatever the astrology, is initiating us through, because we're on this journey together. We're each perhaps impacted in a unique way, but we're all being presented with different initiations to grow and expand and shift our point of view, evolve our consciousness. So each week of class, we're going to be working with whatever is presenting to us collectively each week, working live with whatever is going on. I'd like to share some visual aid with you all. All right, so here we are, Lightbody Prana Yoga Series 2, Restorative Yoga. I'm so excited. So this is a beautiful image here. You can see these lovely ladies that are posed on their various props for an incredible opening of the chest, the heart space, the shoulders and neck. And I wanted to provide visual activations to give you an idea of the bliss that comes from a practice like this, the opening, how we're really getting into deeper parts of the body that are hard to access even in a normal yoga practice. And so just to share, to summarize here, what are we going to be doing in this series together? Well, we're nourishing our inner soul light through sacred self-care. Each week too, we're going to be doing a cosmic and elemental or seasonal attunement. So we're going to be working, like I said, with the astrology, with the stargates, with whatever's going on weather-wise, where you live in the world. All of these things, contribute to our environment. Also building sacred life force energy, or as I call it, inner chi, for creativity, endurance, and inspiration on the journey. So I talked a little bit ago about the relaxation response. So what we're doing is we are taking our power back in our nervous system's automated response to external stimuli, triggers, traumatic events, whatever, just things that are stressful to us. There are so many things. If we really start to look at ourselves as these innocent, primal, mammalian beings that are kind of consistently being presented with challenging stimuli to try to take in and integrate and then continue to function, there's a lot going on right now with all of these kinds of things. And so what we're going to be doing in this practice is building energetic reserves, meaning that we have that stamina, we have that life force energy, building it up within us from the internal so that we can then respond with ability, with whatever is happening, whatever we need to do, be, whatever we're shown. So we're building energetic reserves with the relaxation response. This doctor is an amazing man, Dr. Herbert Benson. He discovered the relaxation response. And this is a book he actually wrote in the 70s. And this is the basis for this practice of what we're going to be doing from a scientific perspective. And he has an incredible career. He's an American medical doctor, cardiologist, and founder of the Mind Body Medical Institute. And he's also a professor of mind body medicine at Harvard Medical School. So he defines the relaxation response as is our own personal ability, because we want to respond with ability, right, to life every day as we rise, as we show up. So it's your own personal ability to cultivate a practice which will encourage your body to release chemicals and brain signals that make your muscles and organs slow down, and therefore increase blood flow to the brain and the organs. So in his book, The Relaxation Response, he's explaining how a regular, consistent practice of stimulating the relaxation response can be a really effective treatment for a wide range of stress-related disorders. And this is kind of the first step to building our light body, is we have to continue to create this reserve. It's like a battery. The battery has to be charged. The operating system has to be updated to meet the new intel, the new information, the new frequency, the new light that's just consistently raining down on us. So for some yummy photos, I want to show you guys restorative yoga, regeneration, and healing for your full being. So you can see these beautiful photos here of people in various poses showing different styles of restorative. And as you can see, it's a very inward process. It's very passive. We're using different yoga props here. I will say that the yoga props make the practice. So for anyone who signs up for this incredible journey with us, you will receive an email that's kind of a PDF showing where you could purchase yoga accessories like this, and just giving you some ideas. Also, how to use what you have around the home to kind of improvise and do a DIY props approach if you need to do so. Here's another beautiful photo. So you can see, kind of starting to get an idea of these different bodily openings, and they're very grounding. They're bringing a lot of stillness. Here are some props, just a little idea. So you're definitely going to want blocks, your yoga mat, straps, bolsters, blankets, the whole shebang. This is kind of bringing an opulence in a way, to our self-care, investing in our self-care, because that's what's going to give us the stamina to continue in the years to come here, to rise. And I also want to say that pets are definitely welcome too. The animals feel all of the healing energy in the work that we do, and they love to contribute. So many of our animals are little angels and little Reiki beings here just sharing with us. So just want to let you know, they will love this, and they'll probably lay with you or on you as you're in these different poses. So what to expect from this practice. This is a weekly 75-minute restorative yoga session, and the sequences are custom created each week. I kind of tune into the energetics and our bodies and what would give us the most profound and beautiful experience for relaxation, release, and rebuilding. So we are going to be doing light body and DNA upgrades in the practice while we're breathing, while we're moving energy. We're going to be working with different colors and different frequencies of energy and music. We'll also be doing live while we're in these different poses, whatever arises for us, what I call soul archaeology. We're just doing some deep work, maybe some shadow, and we'll be doing some clearing with that. And then embodiment of the cosmos, meaning whatever is going on with the galactic space weather. We've got solar flares, going on so much consistently right now, as well as the astrology, and really working with the higher self. Because the idea is, this shift, I'm calling it the roller coaster of the shift. It can start to become fun when we have the tools, to support ourselves. That's the most important thing, is to align ourselves with our higher self every day. And a lot of that right now is going to come from self-care and also connection with community. So I'll come back to a lovely photo here so you can see. And I just want to make sure that I share everything. So we're going to be working directly with the nervous system and our DNA to rewrite our entire system, which is including the light body. This is to alleviate stress and any of us who need to recover from burnout. We're going to be working directly with our neurochemistry through breath and relaxation. And so it's just so important to know that the nervous system has to be intentionally upgraded, like a reboot, or upgrading or updating a computer operating system. Our consciousness is the ultimate crystalline operating system. So we need to tend to it and nurture it. And this practice of sequences is designed to open the body, draped over props, working with gravity to gently stretch. This is a yin or a passive kind of yoga, as you can see. So we'll be opening the chest, the sides, the muscles along the spine, hips, neck, shoulders, all the major storage depots for energy, for tension, even trauma sometimes. As we say, the issues are in the tissues. So let's just make some space and move them out. We'll be breathing fresh life force or prana or chi into the body, stretching open all of the hard to reach nooks and crannies of muscle and bone. And so we will be using these props to support the body. And then at the end of each class, we will have a sound healing and kind of a meditation activation that will be, channeled, if you will, or transcribed in the moment, serving what is best for the class, to really integrate. And that will include, activations, energy work, cellular DNA rewrites, during the practice. And essentially what we want to do here is give ourselves a beautiful system and a community where we come together to release stress, tension, pain, perhaps any trauma or grief that has arisen with all of these shifts and these changes, or any stuckness, to make space for more light. We're going to be building our light from the inside out. And I also want to share that for those who participate with us in this incredible journey, there are some great gifts here. This practice includes the Sacred Self-Care ebook that I created, which is full of incredible Ayurvedic practices, breath work, aromatherapy, color therapy, all kinds of mindfulness and self-care practices where you can start to feel impacted and feel a shift into a greater peace within just a few minutes. This ebook was designed specifically for those who are busy. I'm a single mom and I manage all of this. So I understand being busy and trying to work with the concept of time and make time for yourself. This class also includes a beautiful bonus for anyone who wants to dive more deeply into the yoga world with me and getting into the light body and just really learning how to work with our energy fields and our ancestral DNA and many different lineages that are all within the body. There's so much intel, the codes within the body, that we are also offering a special offer of including Lightbody Prana Yoga Series 1, which was an intro to the practice where we work with every system of the body. So that is an option as well if you'd like to go for an upgrade.
Absolutely so beautiful, building the light within us in such a gentle,
Mhm.
restorative way. All right, so I can see some questions that might arise. What props are needed for this?
Oh, excellent. Yes. So you're definitely going to want at least one kind of a yoga bolster and a large one that looks like the size of your body, basically, or like the size of a torso of a person. So yoga bolsters, yoga strap, blocks, definitely, an eye pillow or just a scarf for your eyes. Um, oh, well, obviously, I definitely a yoga mat. And I think that's it. It's just the more you can accumulate or maybe borrow from somebody, and I will also give a detailed list of suggestions for not only if you could just, have fun purchasing or acquiring a lot of props, or if you need to improvise using things at home. I hope that answers that.
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much. So, would one block be enough?
You're probably going to want a minimum of 4 blocks.
A minimum of 4 blocks. Okay. So that is something that these tools are so beneficial in our lives. And so again, if you could borrow those or if you get them, they'll become a part of your living room, your living space, your
Mhm.
nurturing space. Okay,
Absolutely.
beautiful. This is a beautiful time for us to make time for ourselves. 75 minutes is a perfect amount of time for this. With the relaxation response that kicks in, it is beautiful how that works. So, can you describe the dates are here on this webpage for everyone, and the live event that you create over Zoom is a container that actually assists all who come, whether they're watching the recording or they're joining in that live group. It's all in the quantum field, and people can still be a part of that. Do you want to add anything about that experience?
Well, absolutely. It's about creating that sacred space, and it's not really defined by time or space. It's created out of service for humanity and a deep understanding of the intensity of right now. And we were here for these times. We were made for these times. And I just am so excited to share this as a way to continue to inspire. I call it our heart fire right now. Keep the fires lit, right? And for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, we're getting into the darker, the winter, which is more of a hibernation and internal, and where we have to build our own fire. So that's the intention, and that will be woven throughout this class for those live with us and for those on the replay, which may be more convenient for you depending on your schedule.
Yes, and it fits for anyone and it meets everyone where they're at. Technology is beautiful in that way. So we invite everyone to register for this and sign up if it feels like your heart is calling you towards it.
I also just really want to emphasize the importance of the props because that is making this practice. And just to kind of share what's going on is essentially we're building the floor to rise to meet your body. Because depending on our tension, maybe we have injuries, maybe, some people have different, they've had surgeries, where they may have metal parts within the body. So it's about customizing how your body is going to drape in order to facilitate an opening that's comfortable for you and safe and just totally yummy. That's really what we want to create. And so just to emphasize the importance of the props, as you see from the photos, is that is what is building this experience, because we need support and a lifting, a rising. And you can see how this is a multidimensional concept because we're creating support, we're building support for the light body in the physical, and yet here it is translating into, the etheric for us. So just to share, there will be resources for purchase for you to find these props, and also ways to improvise with whatever you have at home. So everyone will have a beautiful experience.
A beautiful experience building the light within you. I absolutely love that we can rewrite the DNA and the cellular memories, or the cellular rewrite, neural rewrites, DNA rewrites.
And I'm just so excited with this. We will be working directly with the vagus nerve and the nervous system and starting to see how working directly with our own neural chemistry, not only is it exceptionally empowering, but it's giving us a level of mastery over the physical body temple, because this is the temple of the light of the soul, right? And by having these kinds of practices, we're building the neurological framework within our very synapses and the neurons that fire through us to hold greater amounts of light. And that's the whole purpose behind this practice, is to be able to integrate and really function with success in the new light.
Function with success in the new light. Yes, you can overcome ascension symptoms with this restorative yoga, Lightbody Prana Yoga with Merissa Indigo. And I want to just share as well, what a beautiful addition in the option that allows people access to Series 1. That is a beautiful offer, and we thank you so much for making that available. So people can literally begin this immediately by going into that Series 1. So thank you, and we invite everyone to join in this spectacular experience. We are really looking forward to a little practice with you.
So you guys, we could do this sitting in a chair if you like, or sitting on the floor, whatever is comfortable for you. What's fun about this practice that we're going to be doing together is that there are modifications. So you can do most of the things we're going to be doing sitting in a chair or lying down or sitting on the floor, depending on what we're doing. So what we're going to do together right now, I'm so excited about this, is we're going to do a little embodiment activation. And then from there, we're going to do an aura light dusting, which is a beautiful kind of a body blessing to just bring that prana mindfully into our fields. So first thing is I just want to invite you all to just close your eyes and take some breaths and just come out of the thinking mind and into more of the perceiving and the feeling of the body. And then I want to invite you to open your eyes and just look at your palms and soften your gaze and just turn on your divine eyes, the eyes of your angelic divine source aspect, and look at your hands. Just look at your palms, and just really taking in like, wow, like these are my hands. I create with these, I do so much with these, and just really starting to put this layer of a divine appreciation of the physical body as this just incredible tool for us, to manifest through. And then I want to invite you to close your eyes again. And we're going to place our hands, our palms on our sides, kind of by your rib cage here, just on your sides, kind of just cupping the ribs. And just take a breath in and feel your ribs, how they flare out a little bit here. And from there, take your hands further down your sides into your hips. And just, feeling the body as we breathe here. And we're starting to unify here. The focus of the mind with gratitude and just kind of awe, really. This is my body. I mean, this is amazing. It works so perfectly. I don't have to think about it. And then I want to just invite you to take your hands to your chest and the higher heart and just place your hands there and just breathe. And I just want to welcome you to your body and really start to feel into the magic and how perfect, what a gift it is to have a body, and what a pleasure and joy it is to nourish it. That self-care is such a powerful entry into New Earth, really. We soften into ourselves. Just really starting to contemplate and recognize the majesty, the miracle of you, of this life and your body. And just soften your mind and just truly see your body for its glory, beauty, the strength, and its power. Just that healing potential of appreciation. Just feel that in your cells. This was just really remarkable when we pause and really just come in. And this is an invitation for all of us, star beings, the light beings, the star seeds. We've had a hard time being here in the body. And I definitely did. I'm 33 and it took, I think, like 30 years for me to really want to be in the body and start to appreciate it. And when I began my embodiment journey, July of 2018, I started to realize, wow, like we need to surf inside of this here. This is where the magic is. And so now you can keep your eyes closed. We're going to go into what I like to call an aura light dusting. And we're going to be sweeping just blessings and grace into the body, into the fields here. So you can start to see and innerstand through experience how easy it is to all of a sudden just fluff up your whole aura with light and healing energies. So inhale deeply and exhale and smile. Just intend here that you're opening up your energy fields, the portal chakras you have in your palms of your hands, your soles of your feet. Just tuning into that heart chakra, the unified field, unified heart chakra, the torus of our beingness energetically here. Seeing it on and open, spinning. Just breathe in the gratitude, bringing yourself into the realms of appreciation. And what we're going to do now is we're going to inhale with our arms out to our sides. And you're welcome to open your eyes if you need to watch what I'm doing. We're going to inhale and we're going to scoop up the energy out to the sides here. And we're going to scoop it from the top, and we're just going to bring it down the front body along the central line, and just invoking the blessings, the divine grace, the energies of Source Creator. So we're going to inhale and do it again, arms up overhead, like you're scooping that energy and just showering it. And now what I want to invite you to do is put your hands gently on the top of your head, and the back of your head, and just gently draping, dusting the forehead and around the eyes, your face, and your neck, and throat and chest. And we're going to take an inhale here. And then exhale, arms down, hands down the sides. And we're just kind of, draping, brushing that energy, feeling it through our palm chakras, going through the body. So we'll do that one more time. Inhale, arms up overhead, invoking that golden white crystalline light and bringing it down and just literally touching your body, your top of your head, scalp, back of the neck, and just wherever you feel guided, the chest, the shoulders, your arms. It's just an action of bringing that divine energy through you, because you are the conduit, you are the instrument. So make your embodiment work for you, and just feel that energy. And another really nice one is when we inhale, is you kind of circle the arms. So you have your arms out in front, and then you take your right palm to your left palm and just gently bring your fingers and your palms on the inner sides of that arm and across the chest and collarbones. And then you kind of repeat like a following, like a circle. And when we bring our hands like this on the inner parts of our arms or our legs, this is the divine feminine inside, which is kind of interesting to think, okay, so the parts of the body that don't get as much exposure, the insides of the arms, legs, the sides that are kind of hidden, if you will, that's another aspect of divine feminine. You notice how soft is that skin, and how impactful does it feel to just gently brush your skin with your fingers? Like, oh my gosh. So we're going to do just one more sweep through of the aura. So just inhale, arms out to the sides. And as you exhale, just envision this golden shower of energy just flowing through your entire field, just lighting you up from the cells. And then just bring your hands to your heart again when you're ready, and just close your eyes, and we're going to seal the benefits here. And I just want to invite you to just feel that fullness of light, of source, of the heavenly realms. Just feel that fullness in your field. It's like this bubble of satisfaction around and through you. And just tune in to keep the connection. Just breathing deeply into the belly here. And then this is a beautiful way to seal the benefits of this practice. My teacher taught me this many years ago. When you're ready and you feel complete out loud, you say, regrid, click, and then you snap it all into place. You've locked it into the field. So you've realigned your fields and their structure and sealed this frequency. And it is embodied. Yeah, beautiful. So regrid, click, and you can snap your fingers, you can clap. You'll just notice that sound just cuts through and just, yeah, we're sealed in now. Thank you, Loren. Thank you so much, everybody. I look forward to seeing you.
See you soon. Thank you.